Prof, you know, I hear you, and I think a lot of Nigerians do too. But then, it's better experience than just, the literature. And I say this because you're giving a charge to the judiciary, you're giving a charge to the politicians, but then the believability and the trust in the process is also being, faulted. I mean, it takes one of, His Excellency Adeleke to say, calm down to his people to be able to, stop any act of violence. But then in the minds of the people, the question is, does our vote really count? At the end of every exercise, we come out in mass, we vote for these people, but then just a number of people in the judiciary would sit back and determine what happens to millions of people. So where do we go from here? How do we retain the trust within the people's mind for the process?
And it's a very, very good question you ask. Because like I've said, our people honestly under this government, APC government, have suffered over the last 8 years. What we've told them all through is to be patient. And they have. They've remained patient and prayerful. Now is their time to exercise their franchise. Those votes must count. And we don't want the judiciary interfering or upturning the will of the people. That is why we are raising our voices, those who can must. That the votes of the people must count. And that's why you have election observers coming from within, from all over the world. The eyes of the world is on us. That this election must be free and fair. And we like President Muhmmadu Buhari or not, his signing of this electoral law will cleanse the electoral process better than it's been. We know from 1999 when a president or a governor will change this, switch this. But I can tell you this, I'm one of the biggest critics of President Muhammadu Buhari. I give him this. Whoever wins, President Muhammadu Buhari will not interfere. Even if it is his only son that loses, he will not. So this is a good thing. We want a very free, fair, and credible election where the votes of our people will count. If we do that, I have no doubt my candidate Atiku Abubakar will win this election.
You keep going back to your candidates. Okay, but let's still analyze the issues in Osun State, really, because you just talked about the Electoral Act, which you gave to the president for signing, and that actually boosted people's enthusiasm to participate in election. People who used to be have voter apathy now believe that their votes will count. Okay, and they have gone to the polls in Osun State to cast their vote. Now, this same,